Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone who is tuning in right now. Wherever you are in the world, welcome to All Cards on Deck. And for those who don't know me, I'm Ola. I'm the host of All Cards on Deck, where I sit down with different guests who have absolutely different backgrounds, but they all have something in common. They all live their lives purposefully, filled with purpose. And I created All Cards on Deck to inspire you guys who are right now sitting and wondering, who am I? What am I doing with my life? What on earth am I doing with my life? What is my purpose? And contemplating and thinking, oh, is this it? And I really want you to get inspired by the stories of real people, their lives with their ups and downs, to get inspired and start taking action, and also to learn from their mistakes for your journey to be as smooth and as easy as possible. I know it still will have its own bumps on the road, but it's still a lot of fun to be on that path. So All Cards on Deck has a little twist to it. I mean, it's called All Cards on Deck for a reason because we're actually using cards at the end. It's called We Are Not Really Strangers. And these cards, they have questions on them, random, personal, and this is how we're bringing a different perspective about our guests beyond purpose, beyond what they do. And today's guest is Olga Melnyk, and she has a very, very special place in my heart because once upon a time she was my boss. And honestly, she was one of the best leaders I've ever had in my life. It always felt like she is with us in the team. We would sit and brainstorm together. She would give us actionable tips that work. And why I know they work, because under her leadership, I became the top performer in the company by licenses sold. It was such a big milestone for me. And a big part of it was Olga's amazing leadership and guidance. So with all my heart, like I have so much gratitude to this person. So thank you so much, Olga, really for being on my path and for being such an amazing leader. So what is Olga doing right now? She has her own thing and she's a marketing strategist and a fractional CMO. I also want to mention her passion towards astrology, and she's also a mother of beautiful twin girls. Welcome, Olga, to All Cards on Deck. I'm very excited for this conversation, really.
Thank you very much. Thank you all very much. Thank you for your such a great introduction when you were introducing me and naming how we were doing all these targets and these inspirations, all this together. I had those memory flash, like those picturing our sales floor and our dashboards and that crazy time and our conversations and that we had afterwards. So yeah, it was really great, amazing time. It was learning for you, learning for me as well. So thank you. I'm very happy to join. Thank you for inviting me. I know I was a little bit chasing you for inviting you, but thank you so much for giving me the space. Thank you.
Yes, of course. And every time I think of you, there's really this nostalgic feeling about the times when we worked together. They were stressful, and at the same time, they were so much freaking fun. Like, I loved it. I loved our team. I loved the energy that we had, the fire. It was freaking awesome. All right. So let's begin with the questions. The first question is, who are you?
Like professionally or in general, or how do I perceive myself?
All of it. How do you perceive yourself in general? What do you do? This is, I know, a very broad and vast question that can be answered in so many ways. Let's hear all of them.
Well, honestly, I'm still looking for the answer to this question myself, and throughout the life, I realized that like you definitely have to learn how to wear different hats, because today I'm a mom, afternoon I am a marketing strategist, in the evening I am the spouse of ambassador, in the night I'm a wife. Sorry to say so. So it's differently. You just have to balance it. However, when I'm thinking about if I'm talking about my profession, and how, for example, if I go to any event, how to represent myself, introduce myself. Today, I name myself as a marketing strategist, but throughout my whole career, since I changed so many industries and professions, I realized that not every person is blessed to be born and have this answers right away. Who are you? I'm a doctor, or I'm a teacher, or I'm a pilot, and this is my passion for my whole life. Unfortunately, I had to change, or fortunately, I had to change my professions, specializations, and in my and from astrological perspective as well. So in my case, I would say I'm a soldier who has to learn. Depends on which path, depends on which period of your life you are. You have to grab the new skill. When I started how you know me, my sales career, if you knew me 5 years before this, you would never even think that I could be sales and I could lead sales, because I was so much introvert. But and I was doing the searching for the factories and for the suppliers, and traveling China, all the east coast of China, and that was my skill of finding a great information, a great supplier, negotiate the price, find the right factory, test the samples, and supply it to the customer. So that was my role. And when they were telling me, "Oh, what about sales?" I was like, no, never in my life I could do sales. But then during the life twist, it happened that I had to hammer sales as well. In some period of my life, I had to also learn law, international law. The other period of my life, I had to grab the international logistics terms, like Incoterms, supplying the stuff. Now I'm into marketing. God knows what's gonna be after 5 years. I would say that my strongest across my career, my strongest power is learning the new skills and just managing to convert it into something that I can monetize and I can be useful not only for myself, but also for the people, for the societies, for the company that hires me, for the clients. So my main skill, I'm just like a soldier who learns very fast and monetizes that and adding my energy, as you know, as the fuel. Like, come on, guys, let's do it. Like, come on, yeah,
Yes.
let's go. Yeah. So
This
that's pretty it.
this is how I remember you. You being that fast and furious red hair woman coming into the room. Everyone is looking at you. I was literally, when I just joined, I was still figuring out what to do. I looked at you, I was like, wow, I want to be like her. Like I want to sell like her. You were my example. And I didn't know that before business development, you were more of an introvert and kind of like a gray cardinal behind the scenes. How did you shift from being more into yourself to really being the fire and highlight of the room? Because it's a big shift.
Probably in the company where you know me from, that was a psychological trick. Well, first of all, probably I was quite new to the country. It was 6 months since I just moved to the UAE. And UAE doesn't wait for you to figure out who you are today. You have to pay your bills, and they're
Yeah,
ticking.
yeah. You need your visa, everything has to be set.
Yes, so this is the survival instinct is switched on. Plus, it happened that I was hired by a company, and then there was implemented a psychological trick where every day at 6 p.m. There was a screenshot sent out across the whole company, starting from the cleaner, finishing to the founder. And there was a ranking of the salespeople, who is gonna be the first, the second, the third. So probably this is, the psychological thing for me, which triggered me the most. That's my thing, where I wanted, when I saw it, something switched, like something shifted, that I want to be number one. I don't want to be number four, number five. I want to be number one. And why not? Why other one can do that? And what's wrong with me? Let's try. And it took me 5 months probably to climb that stairs. And after 5 months since I joined the company, when I saw that it's realistic, I just need to close 2 more deals, and I will be number one. It was like a boost of extra power, and I really closed that month being number one. And when there was the second month, it was like a horse race. Second month, you're like zero, your board is zero. The horse race, the barrier goes up again, and all the horses run. So I thought, okay, if I did it the previous month, why can't I do it this month? Let's try it. So I tried it, and then that was happening to me every consequent month. So that's how I was running. That was my pure ego that just grabbed that opportunity. And when I heard in the pantry from a PRO or from someone who is not related to the sales team, wow, Olga, supposing you are smashing this month, I was, yes, my ego is so grateful to you, and I'm not gonna give this to anyone. I have to be number one. Yeah, that was a shift. And that, by the way,
This is
later an MBA class. Sorry to interrupt you. We had a course which was called Business Psychology, and it was explained that this is really a psychological trick. If you want the person to perform, the name on what he has to perform on, and then you will see it will elevate.
I mean, it worked because I was in that horse race also. And honestly, it felt so shitty when you are behind, or when you need only one deal or like few thousands to be on the top of the board. On one hand, it's an amazing psychological trick, but on the other hand, I remember I had like nightmares. Nightmares with this dashboard and me not being first or me being somewhere behind.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. It was fun. It was definitely fun. And it's awesome that it kind of not tricked, but I guess triggered something in you, ignited that fire in you for you to start taking action, figuring out what should I do to be first all the time, and it freaking worked, and that's the main part. And you've also mentioned that you've changed along the way so many things. You wore different hats, and I agree with you. I feel like in general, most of the people they are shifting and changing. At least on my path, I rarely see someone who is like, oh, I finished school and I started this, and it's been 15 years and I'm still doing this. No, all my friends are shifting this company, that company, this field, that field, and it's totally normal. I remember one of my teachers actually she said that we're living in a very fascinating time because if you guys believe in the concept of souls, as a soul who came into the spirit of life, it's such a huge opportunities because within one life, we can live through 50 different lives because we would change countries, we would change partners, we would change companies, industries, and all of that is like a mini life. And before, many years ago, everyone would live in the same country, same village, same partner, same work on the field, and that's it. So yeah, for the souls, it's like the best time to live. And that's why it's so cool that you've mentioned that you've changed so many things. And it doesn't mean that right now, being a marketing strategist, being into marketing, that this is it. It still might change and
Yes.
immerse into something else. Yeah. So, how did you find your purpose, or what stage are you in right now?
Well, I'm still searching for my purpose, but in general, I can, if to at least to characterize, I don't know, to draw some general
Hmm.
purpose that I'm in. I always, it's like a checkpoint for me. I would say I have double purpose because before I became a mother, it was just me and my career, my lifestyle, which I wanted to get better and better, being greedy human. Um,
Hmm.
so it was just me and my career. Now it's my family and my career. But I have like a checkpoint. My family, of course, I want my kids, blah, blah, blah. But for the career, I have a checkpoint that which use I'm gonna bring to the society, to the people, and with what
Hmm.
I'm doing, how it's gonna impact. For example, I would love to go for events management, or for example, when I was doing my research with which companies I would like to work with as a marketing strategist. And I realized that I would like to work with someone who brings joy. For example, wedding planners, events, birthday planners, photographers, this type of, services that really bring some joy and nice moments to people instead of just money or something, or for example healthcare industry is not my cup of tea. So my always checkpoint, I have to bring some joy to people and use so they will be happy after contacting with me. So that's probably my purpose. So whatever profession I change, okay, when I was doing our common job together, I was helping people to set up the businesses and take their time from bureaucracy so they could focus on their marketing stuff and how to focus on their product. So I was helping people to set up their businesses. Today I'm helping people to, like now the clients I'm working with, I'm helping also to spread the word about which use they are giving to like I'm working with a psychological clinic now. So I'm helping other people to know where you can seek help if you feel
Hmm.
sad or whatever. So it's like, the use and the happiness and the
Hmm.
positive emotions. Yeah.
Yeah. And joy and happiness. This is really, really nice. I'm curious, like in your life, uh, what is your personal relationship with joy, with happiness?
My personal relationship with joy and happiness. Uh, a good question. Good question. Well, in general, I'm always a very positive person. Uh, I tend to, however, I still learn how to create the moments of joy because if you know, and different situations in my life taught me that because I realized that if you are not organizing or anchoring some moments of joy for yourself, joy is not gonna
Hmm.
come. So you're gonna be
Yeah.
drowned in your routine life, which is gonna be, you're gonna be thinking more and more, and the problems will never stop. And there will be never a perfect moment to start being happy. You have to be happy anyway. So I'm learning how to be happy no matter what. I've got some painful lessons for that. But in general, I can say I'm a happy person with all my
Nice.
experience that I have.
Yeah, and I feel like also it's very rare these days to find a person who is truly happy because once again, a lot of people are seeking that happiness outside of themselves, so wanting more money, wanting more things, but eventually they get everything what they wanted and they still feel unhappy. And I also speak to a lot of people like that. And eventually it's all about creating that happy moments for yourself and finding that happiness within yourself. And it's a beautiful tip, actually, you've given to people right now. If you are feeling like you are unhappy, to understand what brings you happiness and literally also put it in the calendar.
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
I'm I'm the same. If it's not in the calendar, it's gone. It has to
Yes.
be in the calendar. What are those happy things like what are those things that bring you happiness these days?
Different things. For example, my nearest planned anchor of happiness is celebrating a birthday with my sister, just me and her, where we're gonna go to spa and gonna talk about everything in the world. For us, it's
Yeah.
like a blessing, especially getting out of the family routine and just staying in a calm place with a person that knows you your whole life, and you have always endless things to talk about. That's my next plan next week, by the way, anchor. So yeah,
Nice.
even such little things, I
Little
am
things.
extremely happy, and I'm waiting for that. And I'm like, okay, when is I'm counting? When I'm going to Dubai to meet my sister, because I'm based in Abu Dhabi right now. So yeah, even such little things. It doesn't have to be a VIP boat on the
Huge.
yacht or somewhere, the super cruise thing. No. So I'm very humble person, even with the little things like that.
I agree with you. What were the challenges you faced along the search of your purpose?
Uh, Burnout. And after
Hmm.
burnout, you reach the top. As they like to say, on the top, you are very alone. Uh,
Mm.
you, okay, you reached everything. And some moment, especially the sales job, you get burned out big time. And to reinvent yourself, that was one of my biggest challenges. Because when you've done everything, you achieved everything. What's next? Okay, what's gonna ignite you the same as it was at the beginning of your journey? So that's the challenge. Uh, Motherhood is a huge challenge for me. I have to accept. And recently, I read a very nice article when the man was describing the research that a woman who was successful in her career, uh, when she delivers the child, for her to get back into her previous, at least at the same level, it would take minimum 5 years, because when she was pregnant, when she was delivering, her colleagues or her competitors or her same age colleagues were already achieving more and going higher on the career stairs, if we can say like that, while she was still doing the lullabies. And when she's already back with her mind ready, she goes back and she sees that she's very behind, and she is accepting the positions with the salaries even less than she went to maternity. So, and plus there is a self-confidence issues, like, okay, there was a break, okay, how people, the world is already ahead of me. So the coming back from maternity is really a very challenging thing, is number two, I would
Hmm.
say. So I love the advice of Victoria Beckham. I watched her interview, and she said to all the moms and all the women in any part of the world, my biggest advice I could tell you, even if it was one only: when you deliver a child, go back to work. Don't sit there. Don't, just go back. Because I went back to work today, I am who I am, and David is with me, kind of. So because she is a fashionista and she has her brand and all this stuff. So it was so much. I watched her interview. It was so much in time. So yeah, so these are two challenges: burnout and motherhood.
Hmm. Let's start with the first one, burnout. What was your personal story with burnout?
Um, My personal story with burnout was, as I described already, the first 5 months of my climbing to the #1 sales dashboard. And
So
after
that
that,
was the burnout period, yeah? So you achieved, but it was through burnout.
it was just the beginning.
It was just the
Because I
beginning.
was so much ambitious. I was so much ambitious. How come I can allow anyone? So, and I had competitors there, of course. So I did not allow myself, I think in 2.5 or 3 years in a row, there was 0 month when I didn't achieve my target. Zero. Never.
Wow. Yeah, you were amazing.
And I was so hard on myself that I was not
Mm.
allowing myself to go for a holiday. I was not allowing myself to go for a trip, for okay, let it go. Just go and enjoy. You have that money you just earned. Just go and just like relax. Okay, this month you're not achieving. That's fine. So, but I was not allowing myself to do even once. Even when I was planning my holiday, I was always planning the first week of the month because at the last week of the month
Yes.
I had to close it. So,
Yeah.
and when I beat my the biggest competitor that company that had, when she resigned and I became a boss, the burnout hit me big time. I remember the phone was ringing me and I just didn't want even to touch it. I couldn't talk to people. I wanted just to hide. All I did, I was just smoking shisha and not talking to anyone. When
True. I
the
remember that.
weekend was coming, I was just like a starfish on my bed. I don't want to see anyone. I don't want to see or to hear people. I just don't want. And I remember during COVID times when the company asked me, Olga, can you sell again? I could not. I didn't sell even one company. It was like a hard time, COVID time, and they asked me, please, please, we need everyone to sell, sell, sell. Please also. I remember I was doing those phone calls. I was about, sorry to say, to go to vomit. I couldn't,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
couldn't,
Such resentment. Yeah.
I could not. And I had a interesting story. When I was at the very rise of my dashboard, who was joking on me, and I closed the deal and he didn't want, and I still closed him. I closed the door in the meeting room until he paid me the money, and I closed him and he was making fun of me. So it was a very fun story. He remembered me, and it was a guy for who I registered something like Dubai real estate when they were still allowing this Dubai by some accident something. And during COVID time, the same guy was a lead. He wanted to start another company, and I couldn't talk to him. I was talking to him like such a nonsense. So, and I didn't close the deal. I could not. I simply could not. I just that was the big hit, and I realized no, I need to just like step out and absolutely out of this industry. I cannot hear about this industry at all. So I not only burned out like a salesperson, just the industry. Like, it was like like someone put the gasoline on the field, put the lighter, and that's it. It's gone. I
Mm-hmm.
cannot hear about company setup at all. No.
Mm-hmm. What would you recommend yourself, your past self, right
Take a
now with all the experience you have? What would you recommend yourself in the past not to experience that?
uh to prevent the burnout. Just take a break.
Mm.
Just be easy on yourself. Allow yourself. Just say to yourself, okay, this month I'm just relaxing because I love myself and I want to be, because I want, okay, if ego is the thing, okay, well, because I want to achieve more, you need to take a break. So please take just 1 month of holiday and you're not achieving anything. So you already achieved. So yeah, and I would really appreciate if in the company there would, that was also from the company side. They were also pushing every month. They didn't give ease any month. So if they also could oversee this and give me a hand. Look, Olga, you already done. We recognize that you are the achiever. Just go and have rest. And nothing is gonna happen to your work. Nothing is gonna happen to anything. Just take a break. So that would be both sides. That would work. Because those times I wasn't that much wise to on myself to do this, but from the company, from the management side, that would help.
Mm. But I feel like a lot of companies, they vice versa. They see an employee who reaches all the time. For them, it's an asset. This person reaches, so we know that they can go, 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 go. And I don't think they kind of think of the future burnout, etc. I feel like maybe back then it was not even on the table. Right now, I know a lot of companies are implementing certain mindfulness strategies for to retain people more,
Mm-hmm.
uh, to help them mentally. But yeah, before I feel like when we were working, it was not even
Yeah.
not a trend. I don't think it was a
Yeah.
trend. Now it's more of a trend in the corporate world. And I remember you were also working after six. And I remember it was me, a couple of colleagues. You usually stayed after work and continued. But I feel like I didn't do it all the time. But I feel like for you, I think it was every day you were staying after six. Yeah.
Yeah, but it was my also, running away from reality because I used to be alone, single. Nobody was waiting for me at home. And
Mm.
I was just chilling, refreshing. And some period of time of that time, you can't imagine. I was reading. When I remember, it was Friday night. Everyone goes out to have some fun, and I was reading, smoking shisha, of course, and reading how the customs code works in the UAE, because I use it for my knowledge to sell more. So that was the crazy stuff about me, but it helped me. For that time, it helped me. Yeah.
Yeah, it did. And I remember afterwards, even like when you left, you actually brought to the company a lot of, you opened doors. You opened doors for the company, the whole freaking company, into many
Prisons.
spaces and yeah, and rooms, which is amazing. Uh, okay, coming to the second challenge, motherhood. Because also when we spoke about purpose, you mentioned purpose in regards to work, right? Which is connected to joy, to happiness. What about the second part, uh, purpose in regards to family, kids? Could you elaborate on that? We're going a bit to the conversation we had like a few minutes ago.
The purpose for the family, having two little daughters, and a husband, in
And
general.
twins. So it's like in one time you have straight away two babies. Like it's wow.
I realized that like my family experience gave me the understanding of that the woman is the boss. I mean, the woman is the how why they say the woman is like a keeper of the family. It is really like that. I feel myself like I'm a minister of internal affairs at home because I am. I feel, and it's like natural. Nobody told me that, but I feel naturally I have to protect my family, and I have to always think about my family, where it's gonna be safe for us internally, how to organize everything in the house, where to put the girls, which school, which nursery, etc., etc. So you are always like the keeper, and if there are some external proposals from my husband's side of work are coming, I'm the one who puts the lens of family. Is it going to be beneficial for our family? Probably yes. If you were single for your career, yeah, you would be skyrocketing, and that would be your success, and that would be great. But in this case, family would be shattered. So probably we're not going to accept this proposal. Let's look for something else. So that's I feel that's my role in the family. Plus, growing up two little girls, um, I feel I have to be with them, and my everyone, especially, is very popular in the UAE. Why don't you have a nanny? Why don't you have a nanny? Why don't you have a nanny? Like, okay, come on, we hired a nanny, and then the woman came back to work after 3 months, after half month, after 6 months. I'm not judging it. Everyone has different circumstances, and I'm very thankful that in my life I have the luxury of staying longer with my kids without urge to come back to work. Paying the bills, I would say. My husband could manage this part, but also emotionally, definitely I could hire two nannies, but I feel like I have to be with them and to, to show them this world. I don't know, to introduce. I want them to travel with me first. I want them to try their ice cream first time with me. I want to try the bubble gum first time with me. I want to bring them to water park with me. So I want to be that guide in their life to show the world as much as I can. I want to be playing with them princesses when they are Cinderella. So I want to be with them, and I see how they really like I don't know how to say that. When I was pregnant, I was reading lots of psychological literature about how to grow your child, how to be all this child psychologist. And one of the greatest things, like the sentence I remembered, if you want to be free in your life, having kids, stay with your child the first three years. Because when you are with them, you are building the foundation, and they know that you are there for them. And then after that, when the child is at school, you don't have to fight every day for the school homework, etc., etc. So just be with your child for the first 3 years. I've been with them for the first 4 years. So, and I'm very happy that I am thankful that I could that I could do this. And so my purpose in all this is, probably to give my love and to be there for them when they need me. And when they already don't need me, at least they would always know that their mommy is with them and on their side. For them to grow up as confident people, confident girls, ladies that could build their life from success starting point, not from running away from bad childhood. So probably that's the thing.
Yeah, and I feel like there's also a common thread with work, because when you were mentioning, I want to be there for them to try their bubble gum, ice cream, water park. I feel like there's a common thread with joy and happiness too, right?
Yes.
With work and with kids. This
By the
is
way,
very, very beautiful.
you were the one, I remember, you were the one who told me, Olga, you will be a very good mom. And I hope, I hope I am.
I'm sure you are. I'm sure you are. You were amazing. We were like your kids, literally. Like when you are a leader, you have not one child, two child, you have your whole team as kids. And we were your little little babies, or
Yeah.
maybe not little, grown-up babies. And you were taking care of us, literally taking care of us so, so, so well. Back then to the challenges you mentioned, no matter what, there are still challenges linked to purpose and motherhood. What is your story here?
How I crossed those challenges?
How did it affect you personally and your work, your purpose, becoming a
Well,
mom?
my work, becoming a mom. Uh, self-confidence. Self-confidence.
Okay.
Because how I decided to go into marketing right now. As I told you, sales burnt out till ashes.
Mhm.
Like, there is no sales. Even 2 years ago, I was conducting the sales trainings, but it was just like I was very hungry for any work. At least, come on, after
Mm.
Kuwait, after motherhood, at least any work. So I was doing the sales trainings, but then I realized probably after 3 4 months that no, no, I cannot, because at the same time I took a course how to create your online course, and I thought, okay, maybe let me try to create also online course about sales, and I was thinking about how to create that online course, watching those videos on YouTube, and I was getting sick of sales. So although
Wow.
you can never be like, you even your services you have to sell, but at least you sell only yourself. But
Hmm.
uh, the sales thing also, what is now stopping me from coming back to sales? I can sell. I know I'm motivated by the ego. I know I'm gonna push a new dashboard and I will run for a while with the breaks now. But the other people, I was shocked when I saw that even in our team, everyone was motivated in a different way. What was motivating me was not motivating my colleague, who was absolutely fine to be fourth or fifth. And not that was not
Hmm.
even money. That was something else. She just enjoyed walking around with a cup of tea across the whole office and just chatting with people and with the nice talks. So. And now realizing and imagining myself, it's like sometimes there are some half-dead horses, you have to pull them. Come on, man, come on, sell. We have end of the month. No, I don't want. And you also share your energy. Like, no, I want to do something different. So I thought, okay, not sales. What else? I even had an evening with myself when I just took a piece of paper, what I like, what I tried, what I really liked, what I don't like, what I never want to do. And I realized I want creativity. What I like for my MBA course, business psychology. Where is it applied else? It's applied in the marketing. Okay, I also learned some social media. I was doing some social media a while ago. What if I combine blah, 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 blah? Okay, I came up with, okay, let's do the marketing strategist. And the interesting thing that I decided, okay, now I have a new haircut. Probably my long hair photos do not fit anymore. Probably I have to do the new photo shoot. So asked my sister. My sister is a psychologist. She works in the psychology clinic, and she just recently did a photo shoot. So I asked her, "Hey, do you have a photographer who can do the photo shoot?" Yes, yes, of course. Here's the number. So hey, can I do this photo shoot in your clinic? Yes, why not? Come. So I came and did the photo shoot in the clinic of where my sister works, and then the founder of the clinic, she was like, "What are you doing actually?" Well, I'm planning to do marketing. Look, why don't you work with us? So this is how I started. This is how I onboarded my first client, and I thought probably that's I'm on my right way if I, without even big effort or some paid campaigns, I've got my first client. So yeah, that's. But the challenge from the motherhood was still imposter syndrome, because
Hmm.
I really know lots of stuff, and from sales perspective, and from marketing, and from courses I was taking, and from MBA that I'm graduating this August. But still, you have this imposter syndrome after such a big break when you walked away from the office back in 2020 and you never came back in the office with this 6 years gap. Like, come on, you still feel unconfident. But I'm going through it, and enjoying it, and I really enjoy the marketing stuff now. Especially I'm applying the behavioral economics, which I learned on my MBA course. So this is a mixed marketing with the psychology, because people are irrational, and how they make decisions is really, really, really fantastic to learn about and to test. Yeah, so that's how I ended up, and I'm still fighting it. I didn't say that I overcame my challenge after motherhood. I'm still going through it, but I'm already in the process.
Nice. Well, first of all, I think that really this is a sign from the universe, you can call it like this, when just randomly a person asks, "Oh, what do you do? Marketing? Oh, come work with us." It's what a beautiful synchronicity and an opportunity for you to also fight that imposter syndrome, because I feel like the best tool to fight the imposter syndrome is to put yourself in that space, get that experience, and take action. This is the best way to find proof and prove yourself that, hey, I can still do it. I'm still amazing. So congrats on that. And what would you advise or suggest women who are mothers right now and who are thinking to go back to work? What would be your advice for them, for their path back to work to be as smooth as possible?
Well, to say the cliche word phrase, believe in yourself, it's too much general. It doesn't help. But you do have to believe in yourself. It's great to have a support, or to find at least one person who really supports you, and just like try to take the hand and let's go, let's try. I want to get back, but not to give up on the thought that I want to go back to work, and just go back to
Mm-hmm.
it no matter what, without any judgment, without feeling of guilt, because this is the biggest stopper obstacle for the mothers. I feel guilty that I leave my child for work. That everyone goes through it. You're not the first one, you're not the last one. Trust me, I also, even in some weak moments, I also thought, why am I again about this career? Maybe I just be a mother and that's it. But then I'm like, come on, that's the easiest way to give up. I never give up. Come on, let's go, move on. So much knowledge, so much use you can bring to people. Why are you just holding it for yourself? No. Plus, what helps me with my feeling of guilt is my daughters want to see me a happy, successful mother. They don't want to see me, a locked housewife, crying about what a great career I would have. So let me be a great example for my daughters. So I think, that all work inside you, like with yourself, and definitely my husband and my sister support me a lot, so they really, I'm just like holding their hands and going back to what I do.
Mm-hmm. What helps you, apart from support of your family, to juggle right now work and kids? Because I know also it could be a lot to juggle.
Setting my boundaries at the same time, setting my boundaries with my family and with the clients as well, because the clients also like
Mm-hmm.
you at 9 p.m., 10 p.m. Hey, what about this idea? And the family also. So you just have to acknowledge and settle your boundaries, and be disciplined on yourself as well.
Okay, this is very important. I agree. And you've also mentioned the little exercise that you've done. You took one day to sit and figure out where you want to go. Could you tell us a little bit more? What exactly was it? These were just questions that you mentioned, or something else? If you could,
No,
again, give step by step, what was the exercise?
I just took just a white sheet, divided into two columns.
Parts,
One,
yeah.
I wrote what I like, and the other one, what I don't like. And I started writing what I really like, starting from I love traveling, I love video editing. So I described everything that I like and everything that I don't like. So based on that, when I was just writing, the ideas, like the next idea started coming. So
Mm.
it was just writing, and then you are just like in a flow, in a mind flow, and then your brain just, how to say that, like you take the current and the stream, and you just go with it. So that's how I figure out at the end. But I started from simple things. Even, do I like to draw? No, I don't like to draw. Do I like to, what do I like? So, and this came to, okay, I like creativity. I don't want sales anymore. um
Mm-hmm.
so these things. Do I like factories? No, I don't want to work with factory. Do I see myself? So this exercise, just asking questions.
Mm.
What do you really like?
Nice. I love the exercise. And it's available for everyone. Everyone can just take a piece of paper and write these things. And I'm pretty sure, as you said, when you're getting into that flow state, suddenly some ideas start popping up. And
You
again,
have
the invitation, yes?
has to handwriting. It's not on the computer.
Handwrite. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, I agree with you. It has a different effect on the brain when we write with with our hands rather than on the computer. Yeah, it's a beautiful exercise. What are the tips in general would you recommend to people who are right now figuring out their purpose? They're like, "Oh, what is my purpose? How can I find it?" What are the tips for those who are in search?
Probably practice. Just and don't wait. Because when you wait, it's like a spoiled milk. Don't wait. You practice. Straight away, you realize, yes, yes, no, no. I go next. Okay, so I would straight away apply your ideas and test them without waiting, without
Yes,
delaying it for better times or for better moment. Better moment never comes.
I agree. I love this. I love this tip. Yeah. If you have an idea, go test it. Go. The word that I usually use is experimenting. You gotta experiment with these things. If you don't experiment, you will never know. And you will always question, oh, is it it?
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. I did. It's
Yeah.
better to regret of what you've done or of not what you have not done.
Not done. Very true. Very true. Okay, let's move to our last part, which is the We're Not Really Strangers cards. It has three levels. We'll start with level number one, called Perception. Let's see what pops up today. What fast food restaurant are you most likely to drive through? And what is your order? This is a very interesting question.
That's definitely McDonald's double cheeseburger.
Double cheeseburger. All right. If there was a drive through for shisha, would that still be relevant?
No, not anymore. Unfortunately,
No.
not anymore. Maybe once a year, but not like before.
That's in the past. Okay. Oops. Oh, the whole number one is here for some reason. Level number two is called connection. When you're asked, how are you? How often do you answer truthfully?
Always.
Okay, that is really good. Because I know also that a lot of people, when they're asked, how are you? There's this automatic reply, I'm fine, I'm good, I'm fine. And no one really shares if shit hits the fan. They're not like, oh, everything is bad.
No, I always say the
Good,
truth.
good. Yeah, this is really good.
I feel like when I'm talking to other people, I'm quite always happy. So in general, no matter which is happening in my life, I'm always happy.
Yeah. What helps you get in touch with this happiness?
It probably being thankful for what I have. Just thankfulness,
Yeah.
gratitude.
Gratitude. Yeah. Focusing on what you have rather than
Yes,
focusing on what you don't have.
absolutely. Yes, yes.
Hmm. Okay, level number three. If we were, this one comes a lot for some reason. If we were in a band, what would our name be?
Yours and mine.
Yes, like the name of the band.
The name of the band.
Yes, let's say we are in a band. What would the name of the band be?
Superstars.
Woo, I like that. Amazing. Rock stars. I like that. Okay. We'll be slowly wrapping up. Before we actually wrap up, how can people find you? What is the best way? Is it LinkedIn? Are there any other social media you're active on and you'd like to share? with others?
Active, trying to be active on Instagram. I decided to go a simple way. My first name and last name, Olga Melnyk .cc. So you can easily, I have a website, you can find me there. My contact details are there, Olga Melnyk .cc. My Instagram, Olga Melnyk .cc, and LinkedIn. For some reason, LinkedIn is not my favorite platform. I find it a bit boring. Instagram is more fun. But yeah, so I'm available on all three. I don't run TikTok. No.
Mm-hmm.
And I dream about my own YouTube channel, which I'm gonna do the documentaries about famous people and famous brands and their history.
Oh, this is so cool. Please let me know when your videos are live because right now I'm also promoting, not promoting, but experimenting with and putting my efforts on YouTube. And this video, this conversation will also be on YouTube. Yeah. So let me know when it's when your YouTube is on.
Well,
And if someone wants to work with you, they will look at this conversation and they're like, "Oh, damn, I want her to be, I want to work with her." What's the best way? Is it on the website or Instagram or?
Instagram, like you can reach me out on my Instagram. On my website, there is mentioned the WhatsApp number. You can also reach out to me through my
Perfect.
WhatsApp number mentioned on my website, and we can discuss, schedule a call. Usually, I do the diagnostic consultation. Like I do the 90 minutes diagnostic session where I go through the whole marketing situation of your company,
Mhm.
picking the pain points and what's missing, what's not missing, coming up with a strategy, and there are two more packages to work with me, but you can figure it out everything on my website.
Okay, perfect. And then, yeah, I'll ask you to share the links with me afterwards. I'll put them in the comments on LinkedIn and also YouTube description.
Thank you.
Beautiful. Well, I loved chatting with you. I got to know certain things that I didn't know about you, even though we worked together so closely for several years. Thank you for being open, for sharing, and thank you everyone for joining us. And I will see you in the next episode.
Thank you. Thank you all.